Alrighty then. How do I do? Oh, Randy, look at this chart. It was the to click to make my chat. I'm gonna click refresh on this. Do it. I'm trying to do the pop out chat and it just didn't load correctly. That was super weird. Very interesting though. Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations and welcome to the craft room. Today we are joined with the craft council of Z-Dog, and Randy's actually going to be weaving some chainmail with us today as well, which I'm really excited about. Hey Victoria, how are you doing? I'm getting my situation set up so that I can see everybody's chit chat and we can still moderate. We typically don't need a whole lot of that, but you know, it'll be okay. Hey baby, what's up? Is the heater very loud? Randy's doing my audio for me. We're test. Hey Steffi Joe, how are you doing today? So we are starting the day off right with a literal cauldron of coffee. I say starting the day, but we've been up since 9. We slept in mega, like super duper, because it's so rainy and so cold and kind of miserable outside. Y'all, I can't get enough of this dog. I'm just gonna say. Well, hey Stormy Nessie, how's it going? Thank you, baby. Tallyandred says, yeah, sound is good. So we've got some stuff. Let me show you. I have a couple of pieces set up on my table that I need to add clasps to. And then I have a necklace that I would like to finish with some chain and a clasp as well. All right, got to get my chair up to the right height. I'm trying to find like an ergonomic elbow height for like finding a balance between, I don't want to be like hunched over all day, but I also want my elbows to be at like a good height. So, but I also need my feet to be able to reach the ground. So I wish I were better at like geometry. Ooh, a Stormy Nessie says, I'm working on the earrings you made 5 years ago, the handkerchief style chainmail ones. Oh, nice. What ring size are you using? And Randy says, sound is good. Excellent. Okay. So the clasps that I'm using are 9 by 14, I think. It's either 7 by 14 or 9 by 14. But either way, they are stainless steel. And they're linked in just about every tutorial we've ever done in the past like 3 years. So, the same ones, nice. That's a really nice design. Like I love the way that the rings lay on it. But Randy had made these beautiful, like two-toned anodized aluminum. So it's kind of three-toned, really. So we've got that lime and emerald green with the bright aluminum. And then he did our violet and our purple, I think are the names that they're listed as on the Ring Lord, which is where we get all of our anodized aluminum. This isn't sponsored or anything. I just, I really like their products. They've been very consistent and they have rolled like, they were, they were an established but growing like they had gotten a little bit of a foothold that just about every chain mailer knew about the Ring Lord, but they had not grown into what they are now with all the different variety of rings and stuff that they carry and offer. Like it's been really cool to see them grow, as we've been in business for 18 years, over 15 years for certain. All right. So I'm going to be adding a clasp here to these ones. And I am looking for So Sarah says chainmail. Randy is so handy. He is so handy. And, you know, and I love Chainmail Joe as well. And I
want to get popular.
Want to get popular? Yeah, I'll make you a star, kid. No, thank you. We got kind of popular once. It was horrible. I'm good. Thank you, though. Well, it wasn't like horrible, but like it was getting horrible. We had somebody show up to our house. That was not cool. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know. Y'all, what are we making today? Because my goal is to make at least 5 different bracelets in it, like a chainmail weave. Because really, a necklace is just 2 bracelets, 2 or more bracelets strung together. Because the end finishing is exactly the same, but it's just faster to weave. So we'll be doing, our next tutorial is 5 chainmail patterns in this ring size. So I'm looking at 18 gauge standard wire gauge, 3/16 inch. Anytime that you hear me talking gauge with chainmail, it's most likely going to be standard wire gauge. And then anytime you hear me talking gauge for wire, that's going to be American wire gauge more often than not. But I'd always go and probably check with the manufacturer and see for sure on their website if it's listed as one way or the other. Because I'm at least giving you the information that I'm functioning on. Okay, so this is something that I get from Chainmail Joe, and the Ring Lord has where you can, like, they have a free printable that you can download. That's a chart similar to this one, but like much more expansive. Pardon me, I've got like cat fur stuck to my nose. Hey, amazing Amy, how's it going? Your dragon eye video helped me find you. I'm glad I stuck around, learned so much. Right on. I'm so glad that you've stuck around, Sarah. Like just seeing your posts that you do of like your business and like your designs and your booth. Like I'm so proud of you. You're doing so good. Y'all make me such a proud teacher, I'm gonna say. Right, I love it too. And I've got like a stack of them. I've been saving them up because I'd love to get enough that we can send them out in one of the kits one month, just because they're the handiest things to have. So let's see. We are using 18 gauge. You'll see it's listed as that standard wire gauge. 3/16. It's an aspect ratio of 4. So I'm going to flip this over and you can see it has, and this is the handiest part, you guys. The Ring Lord one doesn't have this one as far as I'm aware. It has the weave name on all of these. And then it has the aspect ratios needed, which the aspect ratio is the inside diameter divided by the wire diameter. That gives you the AR. So that's that. That's really handy. But the ideal, so with the ring size, we could do European 4-in-1. These are going to be a little small for a box weave. That's just speaking from my own personal experience. But, you know, let's try it. Let's freaking try it. Now, this one takes 2 different ring sizes, and you'll see it has that little indicator there showing that it takes 2 different ring sizes. Ooh, we could do a spiral. That one's always good. We could do a Byzantine. I know we can do a Byzantine with this one. Ooh, I've never done a half Persian 4-in-1 with this ring size. Um, ooh, wrapping Von calves today. Aiming to wrap like 10 today. Oh, 2 down. Well, I'm glad to keep you company in the craft room. The 4-in-1, I think, is too tight with this ring size. King's mail. Yeah, that would be an 18 gauge 1/4 inch would work better for that. Then it's too loose for JPL. Oh, it'd be perfect for a sweet pea. I don't know if I know that weave, so I might have to learn a new weave. So let's see, that was 1. Oh, barrel weave. It's a little floppy if we do it. And you don't want to be doing it all floppy. An aspect ratio of 3 point, what's that? The barrel weave is 3.5. Oh, well, that one might be too tight. But I think I might have that ring size. That would be a little too delicate in bright aluminum, I think. If I had stainless steel rings, I would go that route. Or like soldered sterling, that'd be a project. My goodness. Ooh, Stormy says, I would love to see you do a dragon scales as I can't get that. You know, scales. Is that dragon scale? This one here? Now, I'm going to be doing chainmail today, tomorrow, and Monday. So we may get to the dragon scale. Let me think about it because I may be able to get Randy set up on getting some of these woven for me. Oh, thank goodness the heater's off. I felt like I was yelling. Hey, Anika, how are you doing today? Hey, Itzy. How did fight night go? I tried to tune in for the but y'all's signal was cutting out. So it looked like you weren't able to stream much. Oh, like scale mail, scale mail. Rainbow says, hi, Vaughn, Randy in chat. Hey, Rainbow. Oh, what? Oh my God, Randy. Itzy says, I had to just record it, but he was fantastic. He won.
Nice.
That's amazing. Congratulations. That's so cool with all of his hard work and everything. Because he's lost over like 30 pounds. Like he's been so consistent with it. Like y'all are inspiring. Like, oh my God. Okay, that'd be great, Itzy. But wow. Like, he did it, man. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome.
I'd probably recommend the best way to send a video would be to just upload it to YouTube and send the link.
I don't know if you could hear Randy. I don't remember what you said.
The best way I can recommend to send a video would be to just upload it to YouTube and then send the link.
That's a really good idea. I love it because it feels like I'm interviewing you. Like I'm going to do it again.
I don't have anything else to say.
Shocking. No, well.
Back to you, Z-Dog.
Back to you, Z-Dog. Did y'all catch that? He sniffed the microphone. Okay, I'll get back to work. Itzy says that's a great idea. Thanks. Right on. Well, hey, Anne. She says, hello from the Scottish woman on the Isle of Wight, UK. Hope everyone is well. Hey, Anne, we're doing really well. It is so rainy and miserable outside. It is the perfect day for not being outside. Except for Mr. Podums got sprayed by a skunk, I think. Like, that cat is rank. But he keeps coming. Best interview ever. I keep letting him in because he's pitiful, but then he's like, okay, I'm ready to go back out again. But he's got his area on the porch that's safe from the elements. I know. Well, he is unfazed. He is just happy as I've ever seen him, but he just stinks. So poor baby.
I think
all right.
He got startled by a skunk, or he may have startled the skunk. The skunk sprayed him, that startled him. He peed on himself.
Oh no! Randy thinks he peed on himself. And says
somebody peed on him.
Somebody peed on him. Oh jeez, poor cat.
He is a bouquet of aromas.
He is a bouquet of aromas. And says, oh, it's gray and rainy here too. Typical British November. Right on. I mean, it's nice to have seasons, though. I'd take the sunshine for granted if I had it all year.
How many of these am I making?
Well, if you want to make us a European, do you want me to make a list of this or just rattle it off?
Starting in on business.
Okay. So, what time is it?
2:20
Thank you, baby.
p.m. Central Standard Time.
So I have down for you to make a European 4-in-1 and a European 4-in-1 double wide. Well, to have good examples. And then a Byzantine. If we could do
Also, are we doing full bracelets or are we just doing enough?
we're going to do full bracelets to be able to show because we need them for the booth anyways, or for the website rather.
Yeah, we can definitely put them on the website.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. So this way we have something to take because we're putting some make to order jewelry on the website, so that way Randy's making like the prototypes of the bracelets that or rather the I don't know what to call it, but like the first one. He's making the first one of that bracelet for the picture. And then if that one sells, the next one will be somebody can buy that same style of bracelet, but Randy will just weave it as they're ordered.
Weave it and then upload it. It's already
Yeah.
uploaded.
Okay, so European 4-in-1, European 4-in-1 double wide, the Byzantine. Do you want to try the box weave? I'd like to weave that one because I know it's going to fight us. And I think it'll be a great example of when I would normally make the decision to use a larger ring size. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just a little too tight, I think. Ooh, spiral.
Hey, Helen, I checked on your video.
Seems like you are new in Kick, not yet affiliated. Oh, by sharing your stream. Oh, well, no, thank you.
Well, no, thank you.
I don't want any. Go away. Randy. I was just repeating what was Randy saying. But also, I don't want any. Go away. Yeah.
No soliciting.
No soliciting. Yes, the sample bracelet. I'm gonna do one more.
Do you have Persian?
No, but I've done that in tutorials before.
Perfect.
Oh, it says round mail.
Well, I'm thinking if you provide the stuff to make tutorials that you've already covered, then people can just look at the tutorials when they have the kit.
No, it all needs to be in one place.
Okay.
But I was only in the video, I was gonna do like 2 inches of each weave. But I just wanted the completed bracelets made on the front end so that people can see what it looks like when we finish the ends. Like for expediency's sake. Oh, well, thank you for the follow, Jerry, after I was mean to you. Trix thanked the spammer, right? Hey, a follow is a follow. I'll take it. We are chasing that carrot over on Kick. Which, by the way, if you chat with us on Kick,
You are helping us so much.
You are helping us so much because we're on not a race, but we are on a quest to get verified and partnered with Kick because I like what they're doing so much with just having a very streaming oriented, streamer friendly, like I like their platform. And I'm gonna be honest, if y'all give us $1 over there, we get 95 cents of it. Whereas here on YouTube, I think I get 55 cents of it. So and there's no ads over on Kick. But what we're doing is if you chat with us over on Kick, a lot of people will put YouTube up on their TV so they can see great big what's happening and use Kick on their phone for chatting. But first person to get to level 10 this time round, we have a giveaway and you win the giveaway by getting to level 10. So if you're very unlucky but can be chatty, you will win our giveaway. So there's no luck required. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that.
So how do you want me to do this? Just hand it to you like this, or do you want me to actually weave the half units?
You can just hand. Oh, well, shoot, on that one, you can just weave the half units because I'm still getting set up for you over here. Thank you, baby. And Anika says, I am here on Kick. Oh, I appreciate y'all. But yeah, it's a fun thing because I don't even know what we're going to be giving away for the giveaway. It's usually always something that's just on my desk. So there's a lot of cool stuff on my desk. Oh, I got to show you guys. Okay, let me pick the last one. What were we going to do? It says round mail.
Okay, YouTube's on TV now, chatting on the tablet.
Right on. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate you. Anika says, I did win one of your Monday giveaways. Oh, well, you could win this one too. Steffi Joe says, yep, that's what I'm doing now. It's weird though. There's a tiny bit of lag on YouTube. It's behind Kick by a couple of seconds. Well, I mean, it's a pretty impressive just that this is happening at all. Like, as far as like being able to just live stream and just be hanging out with you guys in your homes and in your craft rooms. Like, this is wild. It's been a long way since those Yahoo chat rooms. All right, Randy, we're going to be doing the European 4-in-1, single wide and double wide. I'm counting that just as one weave.
Okay.
Byzantine, box weave, spiral, and round mail.
Box.
You set it up like a
Usually do
2 open with 2 closed on one of them. Oh, hell yeah. I have missed working alongside you, my love. Well, it's a whole room away, though. That's like, it's almost a different building. It's not sharing the same workspace. Many an anime has been binged with both of us hunched over our chainmail.
Oh, Doctor Who.
A lot of Doctor Who.
Yeah, I guess we gotta find something to watch together now.
Well, yeah, we did finish Resident Alien. Well, I'm enjoying our rewatching of Soul Eater, but that's like a before bed show. Freerun was amazing. I really enjoyed that. Okay. Stormy Nessie, I'm going to do my best to show you weaving the scale mail, but I'm going to try to get us kicked off on the things that we need to be doing here with the chainmail first. I hope that's all right. But yeah, here, let me show you this. This is we were gifted, and I lost the note, y'all. I thought I put them in my notebook, like my little daily journal. Can't find it. Can't find who sent the awesome box of chainmail and stuff to us, like a bunch of like ring sizes I've never even used before, or at least haven't used in over a decade. And so in that tray that was sent to us, or one of the trays, there were all these ring sizes perfectly gradiated down. This is one little, if we look at the chart, this is what it looks like when you go from all one gauge, but when you go from 3/8 inch down to 3/16 inch, each of those ring sizes makes that beautiful. I skipped the, shoot, which one did I skip? This is what it's like to chew 5 gum. Hey, Triquetramon, how's it going? Anika says chainmail is my favorite cat. Hey, Yvette, Creep Tart, how you doing? It's good to see you. I don't know. I skipped one of them, but so there's, and it was just for, I don't, to make a little bit more space. Maybe is what I was thinking. I don't know if that's necessary because now that I'm looking at it, it would have been just fine. But you can see how it's like perfectly touching. Boop, 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 boop. But there's like a little gap right there. That's where I skipped a size. I just love that. And so it's just hugging around on this front ring and this back ring are purely for vanity. Um, they are not necessary to the weave holding together because it's just a little, like a segment of box chain, that kind of Byzantine-esque, where you put the, we're going to be doing a tutorial on this one, like a whole video tutorial with all the ring sizes listed out. But first, I got to make some extender chain for these bracelets. So I'm going to have the one ring for attaching each of the clasps. And then I'm going to have 2 open with 1 closed on each of them. And this is going to give us about an inch of kind of little excess dangle chain for the dangle down. Just to make bracelets a little bit more adjustable. You know, usually if you've got about an inch of leeway, that one bracelet without any custom sizing will be able to fit way more people than if I make it specifically to just a dead fast, 7.5 inch. And it's nice to be able to make, especially like we try to prepare for as busy as we'd like to be. So if we make it to where it's then the most modifiable, like most easily modifiable version of that product line, then we can turn over sales more quickly because people want to spend their time shopping, not in the checkout line. I'm going to need 5/8 inch ring sizes to learn on, I swear. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Ah, Rainbow says Yahoo chat room. LOL. Wow. Throwback. Remember ICQ too? I don't know ICQ.
You don't know ICQ?
What's ICQ?
I know ICQ.
Randy knows ICQ. What's that?
It was an old chat client.
Oh. Nope. I knew how to use Yahoo because I had an email address because that way I could do the Sims.
I'm trying to think. So in Yahoo,
Uh-huh.
you could go to a chat room.
Yes. And they had that Yahoo Instant Messenger.
Yes.
That was a fancy.
That tied to your email.
Yeah.
ICQ, I don't believe there was chat rooms.
Oh, really?
In order to talk to someone, was it you just call their IP address? Is that what it was? It was a long time ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's wild, just having people's IP addresses to call.
Well, they had, if you knew someone.
Oh, so you'd have had to have got. Oh, okay. Shooey. That says loved ICQ. Nice. All the jump rings I have tried practicing on before getting actual rings for chainmail have been way too small, so I get lost and frustrated. But I'm sure when I get proper rings in the future, it'll be better. Having the right ring size helps so much because it's like, it can be frustrating enough just to be learning a weave, but to be learning it with, it's like whenever you're learning crochet, you want to learn on a really single ply, bulky, easy to see the stitches yarn, not like crochet string, like doily string. And so sometimes there's some chainmail rings that are the crocheting with string version of this is the hardest ring size to use for this weave. It might be the easiest one for a different weave, but these are things that we don't know until we're up to our elbows in it. Okay, so here you can see it gives us that little bit of extender chain, but you can hook the clasp anywhere along there. And some people, like especially like the younger folk, the teenagers, they don't mind that dangly bit at all. It makes them feel very like dramatic or something. I don't know. Like it's a fidgety thing that's fun, really, is what it is. And the curmudgeonly grown up in me is like, this is just gonna go like that on my desk all day because I'm chained to a desk. So, but mindset's everything. But it's very easy to remove some of the bracelet whenever we're at the convention than it is to try to weave the extension onto there. So this way we want to give a person, a very generous amount. And then whenever we take the little sampler, like the little tail ends home, that's just the start of another bracelet. So waste not, want not. Yes, like learning bead weaving with pony beads. Exactly. Triquetcha Moon says, what size would you suggest for someone who is learning? Typically, whenever we teach, way back when, whenever we would teach at conventions, which I'd love to start doing that again. 16 gauge 1/4 inch is the heaviest ring size that I would use. And the 18 gauge 3/16 that we'll be using in our December craft along kits. That's the size that we usually teach. Spiral chain is that's the first weave we teach people, because the core of chainmail, oh thank you baby, is just opening and closing rings. Can you put that in the done bucket? Huck it in the done bucket. Did you just throw that? You're so sassy, babe.
You said huck it.
Huck it. MySpace was popular back in the internet days. I never got into that one. Yeah, MySpace was happening right around when Randy and I were moving in together. And it's like, it was just such not a priority. We didn't have smartphones. Like, we didn't have an internet connection, like on our computer. So like that whole first summer that we were dating and living together, I watched all of Dragon Ball. We had a computer. We had a computer tower, but not the monitor. And so when we didn't have like cable or anything like that and no internet, so
You did not watch all of it.
I didn't.
I only had
Well, I watched all the Dragon
episodes.
Ball VHSs that you had, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and season 1 of Venture Brothers.
Oh, yes.
For like 2 months. That's all I watched on repeat, because I was, about to start my senior year in high school. And we only had the one vehicle, and so like Randy was working nights, so he'd be sleeping all day.
Oh, nice.
What's up, baby?
Met her husband on
A text-based MMO back in 1995. Ah, oh my god, that's so romantic. Multi-user dungeon.
It may be wrong. I never did mods.
Y'all, this is how the plant from yesterday came out. And I think this is what I'm going to give away at the level 10 giveaway. To get your booties over to Kick. And you can chat, you can just drop emojis. Like, we've never had anybody come in and just spam it to level 10. But there is nothing stopping y'all from just spamming it to level 10, except for our no spamming policies. But just look at that little guy. And this almost used up both of the blocks of the Sculpey souffle that we were using yesterday. But I had so much fun. Agent Octopus. Right? But it just looks like an unruly little house plant, and the most you'll ever have to do is dust it. So no watering or sunlight required. I got lazy and only did the tentacle suckers on the ones that we did during the stream. But I thought it was just like the mature leaves of a house plant and then the younger leaves of a house plant is what that reminds me of. I think next time I might make it super creepy by making the tentacled ones like double thick, and then all of these ones the same thickness. It was so much fun. What do you think? Should I glaze it with like a gloss varnish? I kind of like the matte, dusty. It's off-putting, and I like it. Oh, Anika says I make my own rings, coiling wire and cut with a goldsmith saw. That's the way to do it. Like if we worked with a sterling, oh, that'd be the way I'd be doing it for sure. Whimsical says, anyone remember bulletin board chats? What says that? Okay, we're gonna bring this in.
Oh, wait, no more beans for you.
Here's a tripod, I swear. Well, hey, Cindy, how are you doing today? So, what Randy has gotten going on here
Yes, explain my mess.
is he has taken and made a 2-2 chain. We're using the 18 gauge 3/16 inch rings. And he usually starts by, how these ones are set up open. He'll have, the 2 open and then he'll put the 2 closed on it. We'll show you on another one.
You told me to do it that way.
You did perfect, but we'll have one that shows it really well. Like a weave that demonstrates it. Like, which one are you setting up for now?
One.
That'll be a perfect way to demonstrate it. So I'm going to take hold of our center ring. We've got one set of 2, 2 set of 2, this middle one. And then I want to let these 2 rings fall over. And then supporting from the bottom, like, do you see how I'm kind of making tension and pushing this away? We spread these open. The tension from our fingers is what's going to be holding that away. And so I'm just taking that and setting it like this and setting it like this. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Pardon me, y'all. There we go. So splaying that open. I'm so sorry, honey. And I'm just going to hook this ring through right there. This is a really good way of finding out what my camera is capable of focusing on. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the clasp to this, just because that gives us a nice working end. Danke. Bless you twice. Oh, Rainbow says, Randy, what are you making us for dinner tonight? My tummy is grumbling. Well, tonight I think we're actually going to be making dinner together. We're going to be making wonton soup and sticky chicken.
Is that tonight?
Unless you want something else.
No, I mean, let's make a whole lot of wontons.
Yeah. Well, because I'd like to watch a video or something to see how to freeze and store them. But I'd like to make a whole bunch of wontons and freeze and store them. That way we can make soup on a whim. Okay, so the way that I do this may be a little, if you're very new, yeah, cooking together, wink, wink. Well, you gotta fan the flames,
Together,
wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean?
AKA me standing in the way.
AKA you standing in the way, yeah. But I love it. Okay, so I just used the one ring to join that. And honestly, I think that looks a little dinky. Dinky, dinky, dinky. Hey, Wendy, do we have any of the 18 gauge 1/8 inch? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no.
JPL rings? I don't have them. I don't believe I do. I might, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Not without some substantial digging. I think they're in the drawer behind you. Is that? No, those are too big. Thank you, though. Nope, that's the same bag. Nope, that's still the same bag. Baby, baby, you're antagonizing me.
I don't know how to help you.
It's in that drawer right there. I'm in a corner. I'm in a glass box of emotion. Triquetra Moon says, I love that my boyfriend cooks with me. It makes it so much easier and fun. Yup. Just having where we can one of us to be stirring the pot while the other one's chopping or cleaning something, like, and just getting to be together and have music or a video going. Nope. These ones are
You said 18 gauge.
18 gauge 1/8 inch. I might have misspoken. I don't recall. Numbers are hard. No! Thank you, baby. Oh, these are perfect. Okay. 18 gauge 1/8 inch. Usually watch Gordon Ramsay yell at people on his phone. Sometimes Randy will pick out like a comedian, and we'll listen to that for a bit. Just something that, you know, we don't have to be looking at. So this is an 18 gauge 1/8 inch bright aluminum ring. And this is what I'm going to use to attach the clasp. And I just personally think this makes it look so much more intentional and complete, especially from this angle. It's important to me to have 2 rings through there because it's just like how right here there's 2 rings. It is rainbow, but it's worth the work. Okay, so now we're getting into it. If this is your very first time weaving chainmail, I don't think I would recommend this technique that I'm about to use because it can be a lot. But just, I bet if you try, you'll start to get the hang of it. I'll go slow. And let me know if you guys have any questions. So I'm holding on to our clasp and what we've woven already. So it's that middle ring again. And I'm going to let that one fall and let that one fall. Rotating, splitting open, and I'm going to hook 1 ring through those 2 middle ones. And then holding this in my hand, I'm going to come over here and we'll split those 2 down. Oh, this has a little Mobius in it. Okay, I'm going to set this down. We've got a little Mobius. Well, whenever that happens, 1 ring went through another one that it was supposed to stay parallel of. And that's not necessarily wrong. Like some bracelets we make specifically with Mobiuses. But yeah, what had happened is it had just gone through that ring. There we go. Ooh. Oh, Sarah says, my husband does not cook, but he wanted Yorkshire pudding. He looked up a Gordon Ramsay recipe, came out great. Right on. Okay, so just to demonstrate that again, I'm holding like that, splitting these 2 apart and letting them come back. And then we're opening these. I'm going to pick up, this is why I like my bent nose pliers, is it allows me that angle to pick up the ring. And then hooking through. And then we're going to close that. You'll notice I use a whole lot of gripping with my ring finger onto my middle finger. That can be really challenging at first, but it's come in very handy. And I think it's really good for building and challenging dexterity and hand strength. So now I'm just adding a second ring through those 2. And just to be clear, this is not a weave that I start people on. The first weave that I usually recommend to folks is the spiral chain. And we'll be doing that one here in a little bit. And then split that open that up, hooking that through. Closing that thing. So we're not announcing any names of places yet because nothing's official. But Randy and I did compile a list of different events to either showcase our artwork at, like in an art show, um, or to just attend, like as attendees, but in full costume, maybe competing in the costume contest. Um, we have our 2026 lineup roughly mapped out. Baby, she just handed me a whole tray of setup rings. You can see this is how this is coming along. How are your hands doing? For now. But we're sticking primarily to things that are just a day trip where we would not need to get a hotel room so that we can keep our expenses very low. So we're not, other than Anime St. Louis and Dragon Con, we're not doing anything outside of like the Joplin Springfield area. So it's been really fun to try to find really local stuff though, because it's whenever you're looking towards, oh, we can go anywhere in the country, you're spoiled for choice. It's like, where do I even pick? Whereas if you limit yourself to a certain city area, or for us, we couldn't do more than a 2-hour drive. I think a 2-hour drive, we would need to get a hotel room. That's just too much time on the road per day. And it's, you got to live to vend another day. You can't, be driving tired. It's better to show up late than never, for sure. So this is the weave from this angle. I love it from dead on like that. Turning it like this. Oof. I just love this weave, you guys. Oh, wow. Sarah says, yep, totally understand. Day trips are the easiest. I'm lucky being in San Jose. Never have more than a half. Is that a half-hour trip? Really? That's amazing. Like, it takes us a half hour to get to like the nearest place. Nah, it's probably closer to just like 20 minutes, but yeah, it's for our 2026 year. I love this weave rainbow. I really do. That's wild, Sarah. I love that for you. I feel like if we still lived in the area of Tennessee where we used to live, we could probably make a pretty decent living just vending at festivals and like street festivals and art walks and stuff in Huntsville, Alabama, which was only like an hour south. Wow. Anika says in Sweden we call this link Kanungalank. I did not pronounce that correctly, but I tried because I love you. King's Link. That is really cool. Kingsmail, yeah. Rainbow says I could watch you do this for hours. It's relaxing. Well, guess what we're doing for the next like hour or so? Yeah, hour and 10 minutes. No, we're gonna be on longer than that. I'm logging by 6 at the latest for certain. Because I've really grown to appreciate stopping work at 6 p.m. It just helps me get, that's just what time I need to start doing our evening kind of sim tasks. Got to go through the dinner routine so that we're fed and the kitchen's cleaned, chickens to bed, that sort of thing. Our own personal chainmail therapy. We gotta figure out how to shoot these things, but like in VR. What?
I just thinking of weaving in VR inside Robert.
Robert, I hate this rock.
Rings are incorrect.
Triquetry Moon says, I wish I could be vending right now. It's very upsetting that I can't, but sadly it's out of my hands. The car we use to use with someone else's in the house now. I know the car has enough space. Oh man. How do I? That's in the way. Okay. So hopefully someday soon I can figure out how to do it again. Oh man. Yeah. Well, sometimes practicing patience is what we have to do, and I hate it. I hate it. But it's good to be able to be patient because maybe there's other things you can channel that energy into, like really manifesting the shit out of it, you know?
Saying about patience.
Oh yeah. Randy says there's a saying about patience where I come from. Hey baby, could you make
Good to be patient.
can you make me one more link? Yeah, I suppose.
That way you can
Oh, that's a good thinking. Okay. Oh, neglect.
Oh no.
So, whenever we're opening a ring, we want to make sure that we're opening it at least at a 45-degree angle. This way. This is in general. You know, you can deviate as necessary, but this is a good starting point to find if you prefer it narrower or wider. And I always try to open up my rings so that whenever I close them, I can apply just a little bit of inward pressure, like pushing towards myself, not too hard, but just enough to close that gap on the ring. And I can kind of feel it with my fingernail where the closure is, but that's a really good closure. Toot toot. Sometimes you gotta toot your own horn, but you just want to open it like that. And I prefer, instead of holding my rings like this, that's not giving me a lot of contact and control of the ring. I want to hold with as much of the nose of my pliers as I can. Now, I like these 2mm stepped nose pliers or tapered flat nose pliers from riogrande.com. I really like these. The Vikings liked this one. Oh, right on. That's so cool. But yeah, I like the smaller tips because I use these pliers for my micro mail as well. Rainbow says, where might you suggest purchasing the colored jump rings from, and would they sell various sizes as well? I highly recommend, well, the Ring Lord ships internationally.
Yeah, but is it Rainbow asking?
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, so they're in Canada. Theringlord.com. They are fantastic, and their website is pretty navigable once you kind of get the hang of what you're looking for. Yeah, it's theringlord.com. Okay, but we're gonna do 4 open, and I'm
That way you have 2 left over to connect.
that's right. You are correct. Thank you, baby. I'm actually gonna do 8 open.
Wow.
Because that way I'll have the ones to join it on the end and to bind it off. So this is how I like to set up what Randy and I call units. So we're just kind of setting up, this is just how it looks for this. There's an open one. there's an open one. Now I'm going back to closing. So I'm going to want 4 closed, 4 on this ring and this ring. Can I steal a pinch of rings, baby?
Probably yours.
I used them up.
You used your entire pack I gave you?
I want your rings. I just like sticking my hand in the pile. It's part of the fun. Thank you. Oh, is this speed weaving? I'm speed. He is. He's so fast at this. Like I've got a whole nother off here to the side of me, a tile with a whole nother bracelet ready for me to weave. Okay. And then I skip this row because this row, I'll show you, but just follow along with me. It'll hopefully make sense. But on this one, I'm going to put 2 onto each one. So that's 1, 2 on that one. And then closing. Closing. And I like to set it down so I can pick it up flat. It really helps to have a sharp edge on the nose of your pliers to be able to pick up. Like if that started to get rounded off, it would be really tricky for me. But I bet we could just file it and it would be okay. You all right, honey? You tired?
Yeah.
It's been a long day. It's been go, go, go since 9. So if you're tired, you've certainly earned it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this ring and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to close it. And then I'm going to hold on to that ring that we just closed, and I'm going to pick up an empty one and hook it through all 4. What you doing? What you doing? Ready? What you doing? Why are you messing with my stuff? Oh, okay. And then we'll close it. And now I'm going to spread to where there's 2 hanging down, 2 right here and 2 right here. And this is where I'm going to hook. I'm going to pick up this 1 ring with 2 closed on it and hook it through those 2. So they're not moving it 2 different. I really don't like it like this.
Why?
Because it's supposed to have, this is supposed to be working. Right. And it's just not. There we go.
I saw that you covered it with the YouTube chat.
But only a little. This way I can still see.
Thanks, I hate it.
You do?
No.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah?
Sweet.
Okay. Well, thank you for trying to make it nicer. I just prefer it this way. That's horrible. Like, I recognize this is not ideal, but it's my favorite way. Okay, Itzy says, I've still only ever made 1 pair of chainmail earrings. One and only time I could just about figure it out enough for 2 tiny earrings. Oh, man. I bet if you tried spiral chain, you'd really like it. It's... Or Mobius flower earrings. What were they? What weave did you do for the earrings, Itzy?
4-in-1.
Yeah, 4-in-1's hard, I think. Yeah, especially when it's tiny. Okay, so now we have, there's one little segment. Why did I set up enough for 2 segments? Well, I guess it's just going to be a little long. I think that is what I was originally thinking, but then I autopiloted. I haven't wove them yet, so it could just be extender chain. Well, this one still needs its little segment.
Well, there you go.
Boom. Ah, poop. I need 1.
Need Byzantine earrings?
I think it was the one you're doing now. Byzantine? Off cam a bit. No, here, let me. There's no need to have it out off camera. I want to find the balance between being able to see everything and being able to see what's happening. But if it's out of frame, you can't see what's happening, so I'm sorry for that. Okay. So I'm going to take here and we're going to split that down and split those open. And we're going to hook through. Then we're going to pick this up, split those open, make that. There we go. I'm closing it and now going through these 2. And closing it, and closing it, and closing it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come through here. And we're just binding off the end. Are you tormenting that dog?
I would never.
Randy. That's a war crime.
There you go.
I love Z's little laser kitty blanket.
I won't cover you again.
You on up there, baby. You can do it.
That's just warm.
You do it in your own time, honey. Okay, and now we're going to pick up Whoopsie and hook through. But see how that gives it just a nice finished end? I like that. Yeah, Z's about as fit as an old dog. And so that is our Byzantine bracelet. And my pinky has gone numb. So I might take a weaving break.
What?
Well, I mean,
You're 1 out of 5.
I know. And it's still not long enough. I can't do my dang old thing.
It's still not long enough?
No, this is too short. Let's see.
Do you need another unit?
I think I need one more unit. That must have been why I set up 2 units. Okay, so it is to the end of the design is 7.5. To the end of the extender chain is like 8.25.
You really need another one?
I think it'll. I don't. If I had a friend, can you put it on me?
If only I had a friend.
If only I had a friend. Well, it's because my arm sits on the table to stay in frame. Oh yeah, that's a great size. No, you don't need to open another one. I just needed a bobby pin or a friend. There we go. Excellent. Oh, that's fantastic. So there's that weave.
What do you want to weave next?
This one that's right here. I didn't have the ring set up for spiral. Spiral doesn't have an additional one on it.
Starts with 2. And it's just 1 with 1 all the way across.
That's half Persian 3-in-1.
Spiral. If I weave this and it turns out spiral.
If you weave that and it turns out spiral, I'm convinced, but I'm Go. Sorry, I might have forgotten how to weave spiral chain. So Randy's proving to me how to weave spiral chain.
It's that easy.
Oh crap! Did I forget how to weave spiral chain?
Baby, that's half Persian 3 in 1.
It is. Wait, because the beginning is always.
There's 2 on the first one, none on the rest. For spiral chain.
Right. Darn it. Well, there's you start.
Well, that's
Some half
perfect.
version.
Alrighty. Was that what this weave was going to be for?
I guess. I mean,
That's
you
what it'll
said
be
you
for
didn't
now.
know.
It wasn't on the list, but we'll do it
So we'll
anyhow.
do it on this.
Okay. Will you unweave that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think if each of these had, because what's this one for then?
Well, it was for spiral.
Okay. We can make it for the box chain if you put
Okay,
2
just
on
put
each of
one
them.
more on each.
Yeah. And then I'll need one empty one for each. Okay. You got this, baby.
Not the first box we've ever woven.
Do what?
This is not the first box we've ever woven.
Yeah, that's true. Sarah says lists are just suggestions. Feel free to go off list. Well, that's a good point. Oh, that's her Pam's ornament.
Mm-hmm.
That's so pretty. She did so good. Okay. I'm just shaking my hands out.
Shake it with fury.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Change direction. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Alright, well, instead of spiral, you're going to weave 4 in 1.
Yes. I'm gonna go into stand mode for a little bit.
What was that?
A phone charger.
Okay.
I love this standing desk. Ooh, a hydrate so you don't dehydrate. Okay, guys, look at this plant. Gaze into its undulating tentacles. I'm gonna go get some water. This plant is the giveaway prize for whoever reaches level 10. Chat amongst yourselves, and that's over on Kick. Today. What today?
If someone wants it today.
Oh, if somebody wins it today. Oh, I still have the mic on. Y'all can hear me just gurgling in my drink. For dinner tonight, we are having wonton soup and chicken. It looks like the chicken is defrosted. Hello, pecan pie. Fancy me here. Yeah, I'm just here for more water. I'll see you later. Putting water in the cup. Oh, I still have coffee. Okay. All right, my cup is refilled. What is up, baby? 4 on the first, please. Consider me hydrated. What a good big boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh. Okay. Rainbow says the ombre faded blue and taken in the old good energy. Right? He's such a good doggy. He's a sweet boy. But yeah, I love the blue to white fade. That souffle, it's not very is very different from cosplay in the way that it is not flexible. Like cosplay, very flexible. This stuff, no. But that'll be all right for For every craft material, there's a project. Okay.
Here, or,
Empty?
yeah. Cleared off. That's what I was trying to say.
Gotcha. Okay, so there is our Byzantine. We've got another clasp. Oh my gosh, you're fine, Rainbow. I hope you're okay with your concussion. It just says, sorry, Vaughn, I'm brutal with typos tonight. To be fair, I'm dealing with a concussion, but I also typoed before this, so you're good. All right, I'm doing half per or European 4-in-1. So I'm going to take this. Randy has set me up. My first ring has, well, it's supposed to have 4 on it, so I'm going to put,
I mean, does it have?
it has 3.
Ow.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's been a long day for a couple of years now. So that first ring has 4 on it. And we're going to go ahead and close it. And then I'm going to open this like it's a book. Or a little like bee or something. Oops. There we go. So, do you see how that's kind of laying? You don't want it like that. You don't want it like that. You want it, whoop,
Even on both sides.
even on both sides. There we go. And now from here, we're going to take our next ring, which is 1 open with 2 closed on it. And we're going to hook through, following in the same pattern as the ring before it. And then we're going to close that ring. I am very lucky, Anika. I am like, Randy's an excellent chainmailer. And I love that he preps my rings for me. I'm spoiled beyond measure. So you can see that's how that's sitting. Now I am going to go ahead and take one of our, nope, one more 18 gauge 3/16, and I'm going to go through these 2 right here. And I'm going to let everything else hang. That's going to drop down out of alignment. That's fine. But this is where I'm attaching our clasp to. And this is nice, I think, because it sits in line with the weave. I think it does a good job. My Sue crafter, right? Hey, Bodega, how's it going? We are weaving chainmail today. Randy's doing me the kindness of prepping my rings, and we're currently weaving a European 4-in-1. And so now I'm just going to hold on to that clasp end, and I'm just going to insert my ring to mimic the pattern or repeat the pattern of the angle of the previous rings down that center row. So I've closed that ring. I grab the clasp to make everything pop back out. And then I'm going to flip this ring over like so. And then I'm going to take another ring. We just repeat this. Thank you, baby. And that's the nice thing about chainmail is it's tricky there on the front end, but then you just repeat that pattern. And muscle memory is very real. And I love that it gives my hands and some parts of my mind something to do while the rest of my mind just wanders and daydreams. So this is great for, having with a TV show on, or listening to music or just chit chatting and hanging out. Oh, Bodega says doing good. That's good to hear. Is European 4-in-1 different than Japanese 4-in-1? It is. Japanese 4-in-1, as far as I'm aware, usually consists of horizontal and vertical rings. So you can see here on this one, they're laying like a flat sheet in diagonal grain to each other. In this little strip, we've got these rings, and these rings are all sitting on like the same angle, whereas the rings down the middle are all sitting but at the other angle so that it's kind of flatter. With the Japanese style weaves, you have rings that are distinctly on a horizontal plane and rings that are distinctly on a vertical plane. So it's not turned like the European. Its its bond is in this manner, if that makes sense.
It's open.
Oh, did you just ping a ring? Oh, there's one.
Is it open?
Yep.
Oh.
Somewhere in the city. Yeah, the repetitive work is relaxing. Just gotta remember to take lots of breaks. Motion is lotion. I'm so happy to have gotten a standing desk, and I'm even more happy that I can weave standing because there's some things that I can't do. I have to be sitting to sculpt more often than not. Or rather, I feel most in the zone when sculpting when sitting. So happy.
Yeah, it's been a while since we watched that.
Yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yeah. Maybe at Christmas. Oh, it's my pleasure. I love getting, I mean, that's my favorite thing I think about live streaming is getting to talk shop and just chit chat about these different things. Yeah, good pliers is a must have. Your hands will thank you. I was really glad to have made the upgrade to using thermoplastic to extend so that my pinkies had somewhere to be while weaving. And having a much broader end for whenever I'm pushing to bring those rings together. It just sits nice and comfy. I feel like I could do to sand it with a very coarse grit sandpaper to give myself a little bit more grip. It's just been worn very, very smooth over all these years. Oh, they're doing sequels of the Game of Thrones? Like more books or more shows? Because I think we saw some of the House of the Dragon, but then we got distracted.
Technically, it's supposed to be more fun.
Yeah, okay. I usually sit in a lazy boy chair when I craft better on the back and neck. Ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah, I think shows, yes, books are what more people seem to want. That's what I've heard as well. But honestly, man, it would be really nice to like feel inspired by a show that has like all the medieval and like cool like I want to watch something that inspires me the way that I felt when I watched Lord of the Rings, you know, or whenever I watched Willow, you know, with like the armor and stuff, the kind of very fantastical, almost campy, like Conan the Barbarian style costuming. I loved that, and I haven't felt real inspired lately from, I don't know, like the shows and stuff that normally I would have been inspired by the armor, or, you know, it all kind of looks run of the mill almost, but also I'm just not seeing a whole lot of it. So maybe just what I'm seeing isn't that great, but that's part of why I'm like, I need to get back out and like go to conventions and, you know, learn about things that aren't showing up in my feed. Oh, the first one or two will be out in 2026. Right on. I loved Game of Thrones for the first couple of seasons, but then it gets just where I'm just not that into it and get distracted, is usually what happens with longer running shows for me. Oh, Sarah says I was in the SCA. Costuming was fun. Cooking was fun too. What was that like? Yes, Narnia was so good. I was very inspired by that. So this is how our weave is coming along. How's it going, baby? Round mail. I'm not entirely certain how to weave that.
Okay.
And that's, I thought it'd be good to readdress it.
And,
Well, I need to stream for 2.5 hours, so I've got about an hour and 10 more minutes. Sarah says, did it in my early 20s. A lot of drinking. Right on. With something like that. Oh, one of the techniques I know for making better grip on tool handles is how people wire wrap knife handles. I use some of the techniques when decorating my personal EDC cane. I don't know that I've ever seen that, but that sounds really interesting. Now, this is just a single wide row of the European foreign one. Oh, were you able to set up for the double wide foreign one? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I have no idea how many units it was. Okay, so we've put on our last unit, which that's the units were the one open with two closed on it. And now I'm going to hook this one that's just a single ring through both of those, as well as through our little bit of extender chain. So there we are. There's it with a little bit of a twist, which can be really pretty in like structural sculptural pieces. So like rain chains, that's a good idea. But also like candle holders, like if you make like a hanging votive or like a solar light bauble holder, you can incorporate It'll just have to stay under tension, but it's kind of fun. So there's that one, and it looks perfect for this. You might want to make it like 5 units longer or something to account for the shrinking. Oh, okay, I get to keep. Woo, we got done with another one. Okay. You are a machine. This is the spiral chain? Okay. Oh. So this is a movement that I learned this morning. Is you'll start, it's like if you're turning a faucet with your hand, both hands. So go all the way thumbs down and then come all the way as far as you can, thumbs back. And this is really good for stretching and engaging all up through the shoulders, through your trapezius muscles. It was like a lymphatic neuro something another. It was fun. I did the full 15 minutes and felt pretty good afterwards. But getting moving first thing like that has really helped me to like not be such a bitch in the morning. Like I'm not riding my own back about needing to be productive. I'm able to like clear my head. Gotcha. Stretching across. No, I'm terrible in the mornings. Like I'm the worst person to be around, and I try my best to hold it all in, but I still have to put up with me. And Randy's very patient, but I'm like, I can't be spending my whole morning trying to just like get out of my own way whenever I could just take myself for a walk. Essentially, to be a good Vaughn, I need to give myself the opportunity to be a good Vaughn, and taking myself for a walk, even if it's just marching around in the living room, helps me to be a good Vaughn. Well, mornings from like 7 to 10 a.m. That's supposed to be my me time to practice my guitar and belly dance and like have my morning before starting work at 10. But I start breakfast at 10, and then we're usually cleaned up from breakfast and working by 11. And we can eat before then, but it's like if we haven't, we should by 10. I hate mornings, all mornings, even day off mornings. And I'm trying so hard to like learn to like mornings, but I do love sleep. But yeah, it was really nice. But yeah, that stretch is a good one. Just turning. Most important thing about them, as simple as they seem, is you just got to do them. They're useless if we don't do our stretches. So this for the spiral chain, it starts with one open ring with 2 closed on it, and we're going to close that ring. Death before dishonor, nothing before coffee. Kapla. And so we're going to hold this out like it's a 1-1 chain. And I am going to, how in the heck? Okay. Randy, I've forgotten how to weave spiral chain. What am I even doing? Because I was starting to weave half version 3 in one.
Because it is a start, like that version 3. You take this one,
Mm-hmm.
and you do this one, just like that version. Close it, but you don't drop it. Fold it down, and now it goes through these 2.
Okay.
It just continuously goes through the last 2.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take that out so I can show them. Okay. So we're going to hook through right here. There's a little Venn diagram between these two rings, and we're going to hook through it. And then we're going to close that. Yo, how do I weave spiral chain? I know you just showed me, but I took it apart and tried to do it. Wait, it starts off as a Mobius.
No, it doesn't. Does it?
I think it does. Okay. Ignore everything we just said. Kapla. Okay. And so, yeah, it's a Mobius.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. So we're going to stack these rings so that they're like this. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. You don't want it to be like this. See how that's not stacked? And so we have our 3 rings. And what we're going to do is we're going to, here's 1 and there's 2. We want to hook through just like that. And then we'll close it. And you kind of just fiddle with it until those rings are stacking. Again, like that.
Dang it, you're right.
Sorry, babe. I'm glad we figured it out though. But each time you just come back those 2 rings. And you can already see it's starting to do that little twist pattern, but only when it's under tension. Which these make fantastic friendship bracelets because it helps to have a friend to put them on. In that way it holds its tension. But yeah, you can see it's really fighting me. You just keep fiddling with it until it goes into place. But this is that stacking that we're looking for.
And by the 5th one,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty simple.
Yeah. And then you just keep repeating that. 1 ring through and close. I like to twist it back into the pattern before picking up. 1 ring through and close. Test the pattern. Coming back 1 and 2. I keep trying to twist it the wrong way, but that's just me today. 1, 2. Doing some hand circles because I'm just getting some nervy pinching through my wrist. I think it's because I'm pressing down on the table. I don't know if you heard it pop. Okay. And then we're going to hook through. And I also am trying to practice a more gentle grip. I don't need to be choke holding this.
Strangle it like it owes you money.
Randy says to strangle it like it owes me money. But they're just my pliers. But I think what's happening is it's pinching right through here. I don't know what the capillaries look like in my hand, like the veins and such, but I'm just hooking through, closing that. This is a really fun weave to do with color gradients. Just closing that ring. And so this is why I start people on this weave, is because like whenever we're teaching in person, is because you really, it gives you a great opportunity to just get the hang of opening and closing rings. And it was something that I've had classes before where I've needed to start the weave for everyone, which is okay. You know, it's like you try it, and it's, if you can't get past it, I'm not going to be like, well, that sucks. Guess you're stuck there. It's like, no, I demonstrate and get them to where they can get it in their hand to do the part that's easier, which is the weaving. And usually by the time that they've finished weaving a bracelet, they're able to go back and they're able to start it, like start the weave over. Okay, just weaving along, really zenning out. This is just a really nice repetitive weave. All right, I'm going to set this down. I'm going to go get my hand brace. Hey, Randy, could I ask you to put my chickens to bed? It looks like it might be time. Yeah, it's time. Well, I found the right glove. Ah, there's the left one. Okay. Oh, I can't say that feels better already, but it does feel nice. So at least now it's not just pain. Ooh, Rainbow says, Vaughn, I wire wrap gemstones and I'm thinking this would be cool to incorporate chainmail into that somehow. Yes. Oh my God. Hybrid pieces are my absolute favorite thing.
Wanna go poop in the yard with me?
Oh, I'd love to go poop in the yard with you. Aw.
Oh, but we'll race. I won yesterday, but I think you can win today.
Yeah. Z's always keeping an eye on us. He's such a good doggy.
Good boy.
Ooh-wee. I don't know how much more chainmail I'm going to be weaving today. So maybe some polymer clay. But we'll see. Triquetcha says, yes, clay. Well, since I already have all the cameras and everything all set up over here, it'll probably be something that we do just over here. Man, I hate that. Like, I don't want to not, like, I don't want to stop weaving. But I want to be able to weave tomorrow too, so. We'll have to pace ourselves. I guess busting out 3 bracelets. Well, once this one's done, it'll be 3, so. Yeah. I'm going to finish these rings, and it looks like I'm going to need a couple more. I may be able to get Randy to finish that one for me. I'm so grateful that he's able to weave just about all of our chainmail. Like, he carries so much of the burden of running our business unseen. You know, he does all of our driving. He does all of our chainmail. He does, when there's shop updates, he does, 75% of the uploading, like at least. Well, we might paint for the rest of the day. Or I might get my coloring book. Let's freaking color. Y'all want to, okay, I'm going to have to go upstairs and get my coloring book. But yeah, we're going to color because my hands hurt. Because my idea that I was telling Randy about, because I tell him all my ideas. I want to practice coloring in this mandala coloring book that I have. Well, hey, Mr. Puddums. Hey, Z-Dog. Hey, my Wendy. I want to try making the mandala petals out of polymer clay. So I'm like testing colors and gradients for making a cane. So the spiral chain only got me this much.
Oh no.
And I have to stop.
Okay.
So I'm going to go get my coloring book and crayons.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I may have you do a little bit.
Okay.
Just to show them, and then I'll finish the bracelets.
Yeah, I can do that. But I can have a break though for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 40 got you that far.
Yeah.
Holy.
All right, I'll be right back, y'all.
Cheers.
Here, can I leave this with you?
Sure.
Where's my what?
Coloring books.
Upstairs. I'll be right back.
Let me bring up the YouTube side as well. And I can also read comments over here. Y'all, it is cold and windy outside. I do not know if y'all are aware. But it is cold and windy.
Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. You want to find your blankie?
He says, yeah, I want to pull my blankie.
There
He's
you
my
go.
blankie after all.
There you go. Okay. I got my crayons in my coloring book. I got my crayons in my coloring book.
You stole so many of my rings.
I stole so many of your rings.
What the heckins?
What the heckins? All right. Let's settle in, you guys. Well, we're going to do the coloring book because I can do that right here. It's not a mess. It's just, I have a mandala coloring book too, and it's fun meditation to do. Y'all, who else going to color with me? Randy's weaving chainmail because he's a sweetie who works so hard. Well, I get to just color and have fun. But I'm doing it's testing. It's R&D.
Really?
Research and development,
What
yeah.
part are you researching? What part are you developing?
The color palettes for canes. Okay, so this is last October, I was like, I gotta start finding my way back to myself, and like, so this really has been my therapy. I had to go back to literal crayons to feel like I'm having fun crafting, just to turn off that business part of my mind. Cause I'm like, I can't sell this. Like, but I've been having, well, because it's just
Super
crayons and a
fans
color.
be like,
Randy says super fans be like, bet. But this is one that I did using the Crayola crayons and Prismacolor pencils, which I really like using. Randy says he'd buy that for $1, right? And then like this one's just crayon, so you can see how it lacks the vibrancy of the other one, but I still love it. This one was just crayons.
Bro, give your butt a break.
And then this one, I used like a micron pen and added in some like Zentangle-y patterns, and then used crayons and colored pencil. This one was just crayon. But like, it's been a lot of fun. I'm painting. Does that count? Yes. What are you painting? And then this one, I think it was just crayons. I really liked this one. The kind of like terracotta and sage blossom. Like, I don't know. Ooh, you're a sage blossom. I really like this one. Like that one a bunch. Oh, well, thank you, Sarah. Oh, Itzy says, Vaughn, I can't remember if I told you the link for that cartoon I made is on my channel in the chat section. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Woo! And then I think Randy really liked this one with all the blues. And then this one was a lot of fun. Just doing with the greens. And then that one was a lot of fun. Just gray tone. But I used like 8 different colored pencils for it. They were all just different varieties of gray. And then that was just, I don't know. I liked it.
You did the gray one when you did Izzy's box.
Yeah, that was I prototyped the color scheme for Izzy's box for her Munchkin cards. And then that one was a lot of fun.
Fill your food.
I think that one was the first one that I did.
You see him?
I know, just shovel facing. How are the chickens?
They're all on top of each other.
Oh, poor, bless their hearts.
Poppy's on the bottom.
Yeah, of course she is. I liked that one too. I really like terracotta and purple together. Like, I'm feeling that. Like copper, kind of like a coppery brown and purple. So, y'all get to help me pick which. That one's nice and wintry. Abby did this one. Look at how good that is. She did so good. I love this blend with that kind of like rainbow gradient, but the way that she did it's so pretty. Yeah, okay. Oh, that one's neat. That'd be really cool to do little Zentangle lines in, I think.
Don't you?
Itzy says, I like watching people color in, but I get bored and doodle instead. Oh, I understand that. No, I completely understand that. And the thing, I'm not like looking for do the exact same thing as me. I just want us to be doing the thing like together. Like the togetherness of us just enjoying ourselves and each other's company. That gray mandala color would make a wicked tattoo. Ooh, right on. Mandala dragons. I would love that. I really like that one. This one's really pretty. I like the 3-dimension of that petal design coming in. Oh, that's cute. It's interesting with the waves and the trees. I'm doing this one. Oh, this one's super cute though. Oh, I didn't know they had little bats. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Little crescent moons. I love it. I should do the one with the bats. Maybe. Oh, that one's pretty. That one's pretty too. Oh, that one's nice. Cause I want something that's going to be like kind of quick. I want to get it done like in the next hour. That one's pretty. Oh, I don't know. That one's pretty. I wanted to give that one to Abby though, because I think she would like the strawberries. And then this one I decided I wanted to do, but I wanted to try to emulate this color scheme. Ooh, Itzy says, I like coloring what I've drawn. My eldest has about 50 adult coloring books, all fae and animals. They always look like fun. I'm going to be honest, this is the very first one that I've ever gotten and actually remained interested in. because none of them are too complex. Okay. Bottega says they got bats. Awesome. I'll do that one next Halloween. So that's how long it's taken me to work through this book. Uh-oh, my artwork. But I don't know, it's been a lot of fun to just do something for fun. Like, that's been really nice. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna start with just like a yellow, an orange, a pink, and a blue. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna use that in my imagination as reference. Like I looked at it and I'm gonna look away and try to do my own, do whatever happens. Like if that makes sense. Is this a good angle for you guys? Yeah. Let's start with a yellow. What's your favorite flavor of yellow? Oh, Itzy says she bought me a Harry Potter one. I will eventually do some. Oh, that'll be fun. Oh, no, that's a good idea, but I'm just gonna, I just want to get through the book and do each of the different ones and kind of have that be all it is.
Question.
Yes, baby.
For the extender of the thorn. Yeah, it's just one.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go around with the yellow, and this is coming down like really faint, but I think that'll be all right. Because my favorite thing is to come in on top of this with the colored pencil, and it gives it such a nice, like the wax of the crayon almost does like a little bit of a repel, and in some areas it gives it like a really interesting texture uh, from having done the crayon first. So that's so light, I don't even think the camera's picking up on it. Ooh, lemon yellow. Let me grab the lemon. They have laser lemon. I think that's going to be the closest I can get. Huh?
Laser yellow.
Laser lemon? That's this crayon flavor.
That does not look like laser.
Laserlemon.
But it does not look like a laser.
Well, but that's what they called it, so here we are. Okay, should I do it where this side's yellow or where this side's yellow? Like, you know what I mean? Right? The faint yellow may pop when you add in the other colors, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea, Rainbow. I think I'm going to do it on this side. Just to give it a little bit of like a trippiness. And so we're just coming around the next layer of flower petals in. And now I'm using slightly different colors between the two layers, but my hope is, my intent, here you go, honey, is whenever I come through and do on the colored pencil, I'll use the same colored pencil color between these two, and it'll bring them together, but it'll still be a nice, like, little bit of difference between the two colors. Okay. So if we do the yellow, orange, red, oh shoot, no. How did she do hers? Because it was so pretty. Whoop, whoop. Oh, really? Right on. Oh, I've not tried it before, so I don't know. Okay, so it's yellow, orange, red. And then the red goes into the pink, purple, and blue. Okay. Let me try to remember that. Oh no, I took a big old bite out of this one or something. Razzle dazzle rose. Randy says to stop biting them. And this one's, ooh, shocking pink. We'll do shocking pink. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, and all over the dog. Sorry, Z. Sorry, baby. And I'm doing it real light too because I want to be able to put on another crayon color, possibly. So it'll be yellow, orange, pink. Ooh. Some of these have more petals than the other ones. Oh no. Oh no. I colored in one that I shouldn't have. Oh well, it'll be fine. And this is coloring like this is sometimes whenever we're practicing our craft, we're literally hands on our craft practicing it. And other times, like right now, I am practicing just having fun and letting go and just practicing being like, it's okay, that doesn't matter, like happy mistakes kind of thing. So, and it took me going back to crayons in a coloring book where it literally does not matter if I mess up. Like, doesn't matter. There's no, like, there's no, I wasted materials or I wasted time. No. And so this is where I practice my mindset. Just coming through. This hand's still a little tingly, and it's from where it like pinches against the table. So I just need to practice not doing that. So many little habits to break, but it'll be good. It's worth working towards, I think. Because I get to make a decision here. I think I want this to be more orange and red focused on these wide, like these leaves up here that have like more segmenting. So I'm going to do a double wide of the pink there. How are you doing over there, honey?
Almost got this one set up.
Yeah? You're doing good.
And I'm going to stay in the
Oh, the round mail? We just won't worry about that one today. Awesome. Well, thank you, baby. Ah. Yes. There you go.
You need a new ruler.
Yeah, I've had that one since middle school.
I've got mine from middle school, yeah.
Not next to me. So like maybe right here. Well, I keep almost bumping this one, and I don't want to mess up your work. Oh, so yeah, this doesn't look like much of anything right now, does it? Well, that's all right. Sometimes that's how it be. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
What up, baby?
What size do you want this?
Did I get 7.5?
All right.
You got it?
35 more.
Oh, goodness.
It was 40 to start with.
Oh, I think I'm gonna wait to do this center part until I get these outer leaves fleshed out because these are really thin lines for what I'm hoping to do. Though I don't know, let me see. I think I'm gonna do those two on each one. And so I'm just coming in with that pink. There we go. I don't want to get in my own way. So like whenever I'm feeling like oh, I'm not going to do that because the tip of the thing won't work. It's like, well, let's try it. Because again, it's what does it matter if it's not perfect? We're practicing, we're having fun. We're messing around with the tripod. Quit horsing around. I just can't work with it that much up in my business. But here we go. This should be good, right? Okay, and then so that'll be the yellow, orange, red, green, blue, and purple. So this one will be our pink one. There we go. This is a nice noonish pink. Ooh, noonish. What does that mean? Okay, and that was shocking pink. Okay. What orange do I want to use? Ooh, vivid tangerine. I want to do that one. Tanagerie, baby. And so again, it's really, really pastel right now. But that's all right. What were you saying, honey? Tanagerie. It's just super peaceful. Like I love doing I love doing coloring books. And we were actually, on the phone the other night with Randy's dad. And he was like, "What are you up to?" And Randy was like, "Well, I'm playing video games and Vaughn's coloring a coloring book." He was like, "Aren't those for kids?" And we were like, "Well, I mean, yeah, but it's fun though. Like, is it still for kids if I were doing this with like a high grade canvas and pastels?" And so, I'm just using wax pastels is all. Triquetras says no, coloring books are for everyone. Yeah. Oh, Rainbow says you have a really great crayon collection there. Well, thank you. I love, not to brag, but yeah, Randy hooked me up. It's got its little carrying case, but really the case is only good until you use about this much. Like once you get down to where you can't reach it anymore, having a flat is going to be better. But these are Crayolas. It's not like at that point I just give them to my nephews and just go get a fresh box. Ooh, how are you gonna be bad tonight, baby? Ooh, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you wanted to make a cheesecake, we should have set out the cream cheese to get to room temperature a while ago. Just because it's so chilly out. Well, yeah, I mean, you might want to like sit on it or something to speed it along.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, So I'm kind of just making it up now. I don't really know which ones. Like I don't have a plan. I'm gonna do like the bottom half of this one here.
Listen, Sarah. If God didn't want me to have cheesecake, He wouldn't have made me run somewhere.
Sit on the cream cheese. Ooh, melt down old crayons for another kind of art project. That's a good idea. I always wanted to try that trend back when that was everybody were hot gluing crayons to like canvases and hitting them with heat guns and stuff. And that was Vivid Tangerine. Okay, so now we're going to do a green. We're going to do a pale green. Like this one.
Rather similar to what I had in mind.
What's that, baby?
What's her name?
Watched a video where a girl said she forgot to set her butter to make cookies, so while she was getting the rest of her ingredients together, she put it in her butt warmer, which was under her lady lump. Oh, butter warmer. Nice. So the only thing is, it's like I don't really care for the metallic ones, but you know, if I don't use this crayon now, then when? Ooh, that's actually nicer than I thought it would be. It's a really nice, like, avocado green. And I love just letting myself wander around from one part of the page to another. It's like just letting myself graze, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I can go around and do it like clockwork in order, and that's very satisfying, but sometimes I want to just embrace the chaos and go meandering.
Ever go meandering? Pale moonlight?
You ever go a wandering under the pale moonlight? Oh, meandering under the pale moonlight. What is the tallest person you've ever seen?
Believe in ghosts?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Never write your name in wet concrete.
Do you ever write your name in wet concrete?
Ever been to a truck stop lately?
Have you been to a truck stop lately?
Do you remember your phone number?
Yep. I mean, if it works, it works. It's hard to argue with results. I guess we did kind of run late today. We're wanting to wrap up around sunset.
Well,
We may end up not doing the wontons tonight.
I'm definitely having cheesecake if we're not doing
Okay.
wontons.
All right then.
Okay.
So like I do think crafting is a fantastic way for me to practice like emotional regulation and just being.
Crafting?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it frustrates me sometimes, you know, when I drop stuff or whenever it doesn't go right, or just practicing being patient and not making myself get through a project so much as letting myself get through a project. If that, I mean, that probably sounds ridiculous, but it's what I feel, I think.
What all did the rainbow say?
Just an idea. You could elevate this later when done by using mica powder on certain petals. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool.
Read it.
Oh, yeah. This would be really cool. And it's, again, it probably looks pretty bland right now, but it's going to start popping once we get colored pencils onto this. And so now we're going to want a nice pale blue. And this one, ooh, aquamarine. Why not? And again, just laying it down super duper lightly. Which wave you working on, honey? Spiral, gotcha. So if we were making this out of polymer clay, you can kind of start to look at it and visualize with, well, each of these petals would be a cane, like we could actually, make one cane and then just have it in 3 different reduction sizes and then just flip over, whenever we cut it. Hey, Michelle, how's it going? Says she pulled the butter, or hey, y'all. How are y'all doing today? Are you catching any of this cold weather?
It's a little windy outside.
It is windy and cold. At least in our neck of the woods.
It better been sick since last Sunday. Oh no.
Oh no. Michelle says it's going, trying to get better. Been sick since last Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well wishes to you. Do you feel like, the worst of it is behind you, or?
Yeah, 7.5.
Yay, thank you, baby.
Now you can add a thing to it.
A clasp. Okay, so now I just need to pull out that yellow, or a yellow. We're using Canary.
Alright.
To fill in right there. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to pick out a couple of colored pencils.
Well, hold up.
Hmm.
You gotta put a clasp on that thing.
Oh, okay. I got to do some chainmail real quick. Better for sure, but not 100% right on. Well, at least the worst of it's behind you, that's for sure.
Last week you were just wiped out.
All last week. It started with that fever again. And then I was just down and out for the remainder of the week. Well, I wrenched the crap out of this ring trying to find the closure. There it is.
Sorry.
It's okay. You do real good closures though, baby. It was definitely salvageable. There we go.
I don't know if I did not.
Gotcha. Excuse me.
Nice.
I would like to do an extender chain if I can. Oh goodness, you've got that ready for the double wide row?
You want to start in on that, maybe 5 or 6.
Excuse
just to show
me.
how to get started.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to set me up an extender chain? I got it.
Yeah, no, I don't. Are you going to drink your zero?
No, I thought you were going to finish it for me.
Oh, I brought it over here for you.
Would you finish it for me?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you, baby.
You done sneezed all over the couple
Well,
times.
yes.
Flavor. 39th flavor.
No. 39th flavor. Stop.
But that would,
Yeah, it's because I'm putting all of my weight through that arm supporting on the table. Well, I'm trying not to, but it's one of the only things that keeps me in frame when I'm crafting. Now, when I add the extender chain, I just hook through that very last ring. There we we go. But yeah, it loses its pattern once it's not in tension anymore.
Not once you hook it.
But once you hook it, it is just fine. I love that. Right? Oh, it goes in the pile, that's right. Oof. No, but whenever I use the arm pads, though, I've used them in the past, and it was just a buildup of. It didn't really fix the problem; it just distributed it. If that makes sense. I need to just get out of the habit. I don't want to weave any more chain.
Just weave 5 or 6.
Oh, okay. All right. I know, honey, but like, man, you're a powerhouse. If there's a whip, there's a way. If there's a whip, there's a way. Good work today. Nay, nay, nay. Okay, so I don't have the brain capacity to tell you what I'm doing right here.
You're just adding 1 ring.
It says you. Which one's the freaking end?
Either. There's literally 4 ways you can do this.
All right. So I've removed one from over here to take and put onto this one.
What? Why?
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time. All right, I didn't need to do that. I'm so tired. I don't want to weave chainmail anymore. I don't want to weave any more chainmail, but we got to, because we do this for a living. Boop, doo, doo. I don't want to weave.
Chainmail, the reason I get his forearms for days.
Yeah, oh my god.
No. It ain't chainmail. I had them before chainmail.
Yeah, he's always had beefy forearms. We're okay. Let's see. Like canned hams. And then we're just hooking through. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Did you catch that? Canned hams. It feels like me trying to close a 3 and went, dang it, and I keep leaning on my arm because I'm tired. I'm just having fits. But Randy's got me all set up with one open with one closed on it, and then we're going to hook through 1, 2, and then through the third one on the other side. Well, in your backseat crafting, he's over here whispering into his can. And he's going like this into the can. What? I couldn't hear you. Do what? Rainbow says I'm dying laughing.
Why are you going upstairs?
Meester Puddums? That's where the jar of valerian root is.
Oh.
Is that far enough for you, honey?
That's up to you. Is that far enough for everybody?
That's
Chat?
far enough for everybody in chat, because
Alright,
I'm numb here now.
Give it here.
I'm gonna need decapitated.
Give it here.
Randy, I'm pathetic. Randy.
What is this one doing here?
Randy.
This ring
What?
is incorrect.
I don't know. I don't know why that ring's there. Don't yell at me.
I'm sensitive.
I'm sensitive. I'm gonna go play with my colored pencils now. Hashtag unemployable. Me, not Randy. Randy could work anywhere. I am just grade A pathetic. Okay, what colors am I getting? Okay, so we're like for sure gonna need a red. Ooh, I like that orange. But I always use that orange. Let's make myself use a different orange than what I usually use. What's this one? I'll turn on this. That one, ooh, cadmium orange. That's a good, like, true orange, right? Do we got, like, cadmium yellow? Oh, that's a lemon yellow. That'll do. I think cadmium's an element. Okay, we got orange, we got yellow. Where's the wed? Oh, my plant's stuck in the drawer. Okay. Ooh, that's a pretty red. What's this one? Pomegranate. I think that's a little too purple. What's this red? Scarlet Lake. Should I use Scarlet Lake? Or should I use, what's this one? This one's a longer pencil than the other one. Raspberry. I don't use raspberry. Yeah. Crimson red, boom. Okay. And then where my greens at? Where's Waldo? Is that what you said? I don't know, babe. What's this one? Ooh, Prussian green. That sounds like something Bob Ross would use. I'm using that. Which blue should we do? Ooh, pardon me. I got a runny nose. I've been sneezing a bunch today. I hope I'm okay. Peacock blue. No. Let's go with, what's this one? Ultramarine. Yeah, definitely. All right, we need a purple. We need like a really good purple. I'm like relying on this. Ooh, what's this one? Dioxazine purple hue. That sounds fancy. We're using that. Uh-oh. My pencil sharpener is upstairs.
Uh-oh.
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 Uh-oh. So these are my colored pencils. Prussian blue is what Bob used. Oh! Well, I used ultramarine, but, well, Prussian green, that's kind of almost blue sometimes, if you pretend. All right. Now, the only thing, I love my Prismacolor pencils, but if I try to hand sharpen with them, I am doomed.
Ooh.
Doomed. So I'm gonna run upstairs and get my color, that thing. I'll be right back.
Give that cat my grass.
Oh. Woo! All right, we got our little sharpener. The Prismacolor pencils, I had so much difficulty with the leads were breaking on me, like to the point that it was almost unusable when I was trying to sharpen by hand. But this little tabletop pencil sharpener has been super duper handy. All right, so all right, I'm going to take our orange and I'm just going to start coloring in down here. And I'm going to kind of build it up and out to like the halfway point. And then I'm going to build it back down here into, to like make it darker. Do you see how that's happening? Oh, that's okay. I was talking to them.
You ain't talking to me.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I'm sorry. And just letting that kind of fade. We can bring it back out just a little bit more. And which one is this? This is the cadmium orange hue. And then I'm going to, from the tip of the one next to it, I'm going to come down. And we're just going to fill that in. And then we're going to come over here to the next one. And I'm going to come up from the bottom. Just really gently laying in pigment until I start to feel confident with how the colored pencil is interacting with the crayon today. Just the tip. And then just layering in. And if you find yourself flailing around and not really knowing what to do, just do a light, medium, and a dark. It doesn't have to be a perfect Gaussian blur. Randy says, but it really helps if it is. It's just be consistent. It's going to make it look better than anything. Randy says it must be perfection. You're just trolling me, babe. Ooh, Trek Retro Moon says that's one thing I want to get better about is shading. Dude, just sitting down and doing it's been the best thing. Like, watching some tutorials is nice, but sitting down and doing it, oh man, like it's so fun too. Like it's wonderful to take like a part of my brain that's taken up by, man, I wish I I want to get better at this. And to kind of, just by doing a little thing, just by doing it once, you've already pushed that into being more of a reality. You don't have to be great at it after one time, but just getting started is such a like flood of internal validation to me. Like, it's like, here I am practicing this thing I want to get better at. Like, and it does so much to silence my inner critic, because that inner critic has nothing on the strength of our actions.
Well, there you go.
What up, baby? Ooh, that looks so good.
I don't know where you pulled it from, but there it is.
Ooh, in a cab, yeah. Oh, a sunshine pie. And so I'm just going to rotate it around. And this is a practice piece. So I don't have to be good at it when I start. It's wonderful if I'm feeling a little better or more confident about it at the end. And just letting my hand be loose and easy. I have to remind myself to breathe. Like, is that weird? Oh, I'm glad you like it, Michelle. Tricut says, I need to get a different coloring book for practicing though. The one I have right now is super fine, but it's a lot of smaller pieces to it. Yeah. Like, I flipped through and found one that looked like it would be really like child friendly, more so than the other ones. And I was like, that's me. That's what I need. I just want some lines to confine for me to practice my shading and coloring inside. And you can see we're getting a really nice like waxy texture here. That's pretty fun. Learn from our mistakes. They're necessary to growth. Embrace mistakes. Yes. Rainbow says, damn, Randy, nice bracelet. Yes. You did really good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, honey. I'll actually need 2 more open rings, if you would. Thank you, babe. I think so, but okay, I'm gonna set this down. We'll set that over here. I'm gonna take this. Right, and you did correct to do the extender chain there, but to get the taper going on this end, you're right, I needed 3. So there's 1 through there. And then 1 through there. Alter around and find out that's the only way you grow. I love that. Oh, I closed it before even putting a clasp on it. But yeah, it just feels fuzzy. I think it might be time to get nicer handles. Oh yeah. I'm just hooking that through and then closing that ring. I'm watching the Harry Potter baking show. What? I don't know if it's just a bunch of house elves, baby. And that's how, ooh, let's take the twist out of it. That's very nice. You did good. 1, 2, 3, 4. But these 2 kind of count as the same weave. I just wanted to be able to show an example of each. Hey, Gilded Wire Smith, how are you doing today? Oh, okay. Alrighty. Okay. So for the box chain, the first one that we're going to do is 4 closed rings on 1 open, and we're going to close it, and then we're going to take one of these empty rings over here, and we're going to go like this through all 4, and then we're going to close. What's up?
Sarah Star says,
My one cat had the zoomies, so I closed him in the bedroom. Then my other cat let him out. Oh no. And we're going to push these down. Wait. There we go. I'm displaying that open a little bit. It's a little weird right now, but I just want to hook through 1 and 2. So do you see how blurry that is? And so I'm just going to hook through 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then close it. And then we split them open, and we split them this way. And then we take that 1 open with 2 closed on it, and we hook it through just those 2. And we close that. And we pick up a ring, hooking it through, and close that. And then flip it around. And this one starts to get pretty snug at some point. Pretty snug. Yeah. And I'll show you what I mean. It has like a stiffness to it in with one way that it won't bend that way.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But it's, if you don't know to expect it, it can feel like you're doing it wrong. Ooh, okay. It does me in to watch baking shows. Like it's sends me into food lust. Like it's just I can't do it. I can only watch cooking shows and like baking shows when I'm eating because otherwise it's going to give me the munchies like bad. And I'm not good at resisting gambling, so I don't go to casinos. And I'm not good at resisting food cravings, so I don't watch cooking shows. Not unless I'm already eating or cooking. Oh, the gauge that I'm using, Rainbow, is 18 gauge 3/16 inch. But yeah, you can see it's really coming along nicely. I just want to make sure that everything's tucked away where it needs to be nice and proper before adding in the next segment of rings. Yeah. All right, I'll check one out while we're eating. Okay. But yeah, I just want to make sure that they're tucked inside of the other segments. But yeah, it starts to get like it won't really bend a whole lot this way, but it'll be all right. This is actually better than I remembered it being. It's just sometimes this will happen where it'll like get articulated and it'll start to swap poles almost on which layer of rings is poking which way.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that. Thank you so much, honey. I literally couldn't do this without you. Yeah, yeah, he says. Oh, really, Trick? What you're right on. Is that a foxtail weave? I think it's a box chain, but done with this ring size makes it look very rectangular, kind of. Alrighty, you guys, we have reached our coffee grounds in the mug. We have reached our we hit our number for the day. I'm gonna log. We will be back on tomorrow to do some more chainmail and quite possibly some more coloring as well. I know, but we've got to start getting dinner going, and I'm already pretty whooped. Like if I get much more tired than this, we're just eating freezer pizzas and graham cracker like
Cheesecake?
cheesecake for dinner.
Cheesecake?
So, but yeah, tomorrow we will be on again streaming, and we will be on again streaming on Monday as well. So, doing potentially more chainmail too. So, um, we will see y'all tomorrow. So, until then, thank you so much for hanging out and happy crafting. And I think we have enough followers on, like enough people watching right now on Kick that we can actually maybe go raid somebody. Let me see real quick. Raid somebody. Somebody like you. Oh, dude. Okay. I hope he has it changed to where it doesn't have to be a follower for like a whole long while before. It's Soja Dude. He does really cool sculptures.
Yeah.
Brandy's gonna check real quick to see if we're gonna raid somebody over on Kick. And what that is we're gonna go in and we're gonna see his setup Like we're gonna go see his stream and like give him all the love and stuff that you can, you guys. Like blow him up with emojis. We're gonna try to help fellow streamers get, I think he does really good sculptures. How's it looking? Okay. All right. So I'm going to end the stream on YouTube. So bye-bye, everybody on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow.